We've seen Republicans from time to time offer tentative criticism of the president over various things. How does Senator Corker's statements differ from what we've seen in the past?
Well, first of all, Senator Corker has been a strong supporter of the president. He was a potential Secretary of State pick. He was vetted to be a potential vice presidential candidate. So these words coming from somebody who's been an advisor and a supporter of the president, this sort of goes a step forward. And also the content of the remarks themselves, this idea that the president hasn't displayed the competence, he doesn't understand the character of the nation, that these comments are divisive. This is we're always looking to see whether Republicans will go that extra step against the president. And this is maybe the first time we've seen someone say that he may not be exhibiting the skills that a president needs.
Arit, so is Senator Corker, could we consider him almost to be the first domino to fall? If we think back to that Manufacturing Council and the Advisory Council many months ago, Elon Musk resigned, as did a few other CEOs. And then more recently, of course, Ken Frazier was the first CEO, the CEO of Merck, to resign after the tragedy in Virginia. Could we see Senator Bob Corker being the first senator to start speaking up against the president from the GOP?
I think we have to see what he says in the coming days. We saw in May, after the president revealed confidential information to Russians in the Oval Office, Corker said that the White House was in a downward spiral. But then a couple days later, or even the next day, we heard him say that, you know, that's something that I would say to the president himself. That's something I would say to the administration. So it's not clear yet whether this is Senator Corker breaking away from the president or just saying that, you know, Mr. President, this is not how you run a country. This is not how you display confidence, how you give confidence to Americans. This isn't how you show that you're competent and prepared for this job.
Arit, can you tell us a little bit more about Bob Corker, the senator? Who are his allies? I ask because we've already seen Lindsey Graham, the senator from South Carolina, and of course John McCain, the senator from Arizona, come under fire from the president, both for their very specific reasons. But now that Bob Corker has gone the taken the extra step to criticize the president, I wonder if there's any natural allies that we should be looking to, perhaps to follow up or to push back against.
Well, I think that Senator Corker is an ally of all the Republicans. We also saw him in the video that he posted saying that Senator Jeff Flake, who's been a strong critic of the president, is a great person. So I think that Senator Corker is will look out for his fellow Senate Republicans, especially if they're being attacked by the president. This idea that a sitting Republican president would go after other sitting Republican senators and say, I'm glad that he has a primary challenge. I hope that other people run against him. That's something that I don't think that Senator Corker is also interested in.
And just very quickly, Arit, no comment yet from the president following what Bob Corker did, is there?
Right, and we've seen him, like I said, he went after Jeff Flake, he went after Lindsey Graham. So it'll be interesting to see if President Trump sees this as, okay, well, Bob says some bad things about me, he says some good things about me, or if he says, you know what, this is a step too far. Yeah. Senator Corker is a toxic person, the way he did with Flake.